So I've had a lot of questions about like, what all these prefixes mean, right? And basically, this is where we were talking about, now that we're starting to get more advanced, or I guess modern, HTML and CSS concepts, you have people, throughout the world, I guess would be the best term, that use tons of different browsers, right? And tend to not update the browsers. And that's part of the fun of web development, is making it look your site look the same no matter what browser they're viewing it on, what device they're viewing it on, right? So we have this can I use site. So we have caniuse.com, and we just typed in flex here. And then Todd showed you this yesterday, but I want to go over it again. Like with it unprefixed, that means that it takes all these browsers, right? You can do show all and make it real huge. So it takes all these browsers and like doesn't work with Opera 10, 10.1, 11.5, right? IE6, IE7, IE8. So it takes, they have statistics to track like global usage in terms of like how many % of people in the world still are using IE6, how many people are using, Chrome, whatever version, right? So it takes those statistics, and then based on how many people are using the different browsers, 71% of global usage, the Flex is going to, display properly on their device, right? That's with it unprefixed. When we put in these prefixes, all these prefixes right here, then it goes up to 93%, and for me that's good enough because that's 7% unless you're aimed towards, I guess I would say probably people that tend to not update it as much, maybe a much older market, or you can figure out those markets. Then that 93%, most of the people it's going to display properly on their device, right?
That other 7% is just trailers in Alabama.
Yeah, right. So as long as you're not doing a website for a trailer park or trailer sales in Alabama, you're good to go.
Maybe also government work.
So you can have your hypotheses of, that's not recorded, right? You can have your hypotheses of, what type, what markets, maybe don't update their browsers as much, right? So it's the part of the fun is like, all right, so I'm doing this, I'm doing border radius, I'm doing, more whatever, as you get into more advanced HTML5, CSS3 stuff, and you're like, is it going to display properly on all browsers? So you can use can I use to check it out right there. And then the other annoying is like, all right, well now I'm going to have to go in and do all the prefixes and figure out all the prefixes, and know every time I do a CSS property, do I need a prefix for it, right? And you can keep checking can I use and doing all that, but it slows down your development time. So luckily with Sublime, it has a package for that, and it's called Auto Prefixer. So we'll look up Auto Prefixer.
Go ahead and slam.
No, because I'm impressed with WebStorm. Unfortunately, WebStorm users, you don't have this. But Sublime you do. So basically what it does is it puts in those prefixes for you, okay? So first what we're going to do is and I'm going to take these out just to show you these prefixes that we've done, right? So we have no prefixes in here. So if you're on Sublime, I think for Macs it's Command-Shift-P. For PCs, it's Control-Shift-P, and it should say Package Control Install Package. If it doesn't, and you just have a blank box that comes up like this, then just go ahead and start typing in Install Package, right? And then you want to click on this, and you'll see it running down here in the bottom left, the Package Control, right? Is everyone seeing this? All right, and now we're just going to look for Auto Prefixer. It's not going to come up for me because I've already installed it. But let me see exactly what it says on someone that hasn't installed it yet. You have it on yours?